Let me turn this music down a touch. A little bit too loud. So anyways, hey, I'm back. Back with a vengeance. I'm back with some bugs to quash on my game. And I've also got a dirty desk. I had ice cream. Ice cream clearly went more on my desk than it did in my mouth. Anyways. So yesterday, I got so far as to bringing in the... Man, I need to dust my desk. I got so much as to bringing in the object chucker into the game. Realised I have got a bug, which overnight I realised what the bug was, and I'm planning on fixing it today. So the other video you can see, you can grab it on Twitch, or I'm going to upload them to YouTube as well, so that one's gone up there. There's a little bit of silence though because of the supposed copyright music, even though it's copyright free, but that's by the by. So yeah, basically I've got it so that the chucker is in this game now to the point where I can throw and it'll bounce, but you can see I get more than one sometimes. It bounces off the walls the way it should do. But and I just thought, let me turn the lighting off just to give you the effect I have. Where is it? Just turn that off real quick and run it again just so that I've got no lighting effects. If the music's too loud, by all means let me know. And run. Okay, so light effects are off. Let's get rid of this dude just so he's dead. Let's just pick all this up so it's all clear. So I've also got lag because I believe I'm updating some of my games on Steam, so it's using a lot of computer resources. So I get from having a hard drive that died on me. So anyway, like I was saying, you can throw whatever the object's going to be, but you can see I get like 4 or 5 of them. I know why that is. I'm going to fix that. But you can see it also bounces off the walls if need to, and bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. But the problem I faced was, well, that's one bug. But now if I draw the line, see how I'm getting 2 lines? And watch this. How many of those am I firing off? Far too many. And they're all bouncy, 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 and then they'll explode. But anyway, that's it's a rather quaint, quick little bug, but I know what's causing it. I think it looks rather pretty though. So guess which one's going to explode first? All of them! Yay! So the reason that's happening is because my weapons script is only allowing, or should only allow, one fire of one object. And when I'm pressing the left mouse button, I'm potentially dumping a load of these bombs and then letting them all go, so that's why they all end up firing. So I'm going to need to add an extra little variable to all the weapons to say something like only one. See, like I've got rate of fire 1, but it's still, it dumps one, it just keeps jumping, dumping. At least I think that's what the bug is. So they all need to have number 13, which is unlucky for some. Weapon. Array. That one. weapon number 13, and that can be a true. I don't really want to say only allow one, because you want to be able to throw two. But I need to stop the multiple creation in the spot that you're in. I don't know what to call it. Think. Unless I have a unique flag just for this, which means I'm basically making a workaround for inadequacy of coding skills, basically. Let's just call it testing flag for now, just so I've got a name. And we need the one here, but it's not affecting these, so oops. So they're going to be set at foresty. I've also decided with this stream that I'm doing, I'm sort of going to, when I originally started doing it, I didn't know which direction it was going to go, how long it was going to go, stuff like that. So I've decided basically to run it from 7:30 to 9:30, still on a Friday and Saturday, just not too long. I don't want to run out of things to do, and I'm also going to prototype things that I'm going to put into my game through the week while I'm not live, so that I can muck up and whatever and not worry about it. So from this point I need to be going into the player, because the player himself, when I hit the left down, is when I say, am I firing? And that's where it creates the instance of, see, that's the time, rate of fire, and then creates an instance. I wonder if I could just do, let me try something, because that's the rate of fire. If I change that to some stupidly high value, because that's the amount of seconds between, like, if you can imagine, you've got a rocket propelled grenade which fires out like every time you reload it, but every, let's say, 5 seconds, where an Uzi, is stupid high rate of fire. Let's just again get rid of this dude. Okay, so if that wasn't done, so that's allowing me to do a couple, but it's not. Maybe that would fix the problem. No, that didn't fix that problem. It only seems to be when I let go and then do a new one. Very strange. That's a pretty pattern. So that didn't fix that, but that'd be maybe because the code itself on the weapons is goofed up. So the object chucker creates the object chucker hand, obviously because you can't just throw something out of hand, so it's easy to give it a name. There has to be, that's something in the mouth. Each That's the power. Increase the power. Okay, and I'm going to let go. Is when it creates the blue bomb. I don't want to limit the player to not be able to throw more than one, so I can't check if an instance already exists. Difficulty, very strange. Just check something. Okay. So if I let me see, that's the instant count the whole room, instance number. So if I was to say instance number should be and this is purely for debugging purposes. Obviously this probably won't go into the game. I just want to see if it's this routine. Well, it must be this routine because that's the only one that's creating instance. And I also want to say press and right mouse through. See, I'm not clearing the press and right mouse because the line stays there. So that was that one. It is. But I also realized that I should be able to still move. I wonder if I should just obliterate all the other instances for now, just to stop me needing to kill things, pick other things up, because I've got all the weapons anyway. So, you see, that's... Oh, wait, hold on. I just thought of one thing. Oh no, that is on that one. Okay. If press mouse is false, I can actually leave. I think I can leave this. So if that's like that. Now before I actually run it again, I am for now don't need any keys. Block that out like that. Don't need any keys. Yeah, I'll do this one actually. Why's that? That should be there. Oh, sugar. Should be above. Really? I'll leave that as it. No, it needs to be above that. There. Hey, dear me. Now let me put that back to normal. This needs to be above that, because that hits it. Well, it doesn't need to be, just for my OCD that I don't have. Okay, so let's just get rid of the keys, get rid of the enemies, get rid of the get rid of the doors. Purely the weapons, purely just to test the hand grenade. Let's see. And run. Start. Okay, so if I was to whoa, I got that wrong, didn't I? Object player. Start exposition. Ah, yeah. Because I'm not. Fucked. No. This is just like walking down a dark alley with a blindfold on. Okay, so that will do that. But it's not left released. The instance number of the Chucky is less than or equal to 2. It should draw it. Why didn't it draw it? Let's see if it actually hits that code. Run it in debug mode, There opens the debugger up. Hopefully, come on, run. Really? There we go. So hopefully, when I do the power, no, it's not even hitting that code. Okay. So to check, let me see. Just so I can actually debug the value and see what value it's giving me, and I can get rid of that. actually want it to stop there, so I'm saying give me the instance of the amount of instances of the instance number object chuck e, and it should be less or equal to 2. Oh yeah, it's not gonna be, is it? Yeah, see me, because it's got the bug, it's generating maybe 3 or 4 of them. Pardon me. Okay, let's see. So that would be the line. It's not even, either my mouse is broke. Don't. I still need to have that, don't I? Oh, man, this is gonna confuse the crap out of me. I'm needing. So. It's all because of the control mechanism. Unless I have a default line, suppose I could get away with it by, if I do the default, the start position being there, yeah, okay, so I'll change this around. I'm actually going to use the right mouse for power, the left you press, you move, yeah, okay, I'll do it this way. So I'm going to change it to the line draws out to the projectile. Not the projectile, the rectile, is it called? It sounds wrong. Reticule, is it? You know what I mean. Don't even know what the icon, but it is. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is, there, crosshair. There you go, that's an easy way of doing a crosshair. Start position, okay, so I'm actually going to say the object crosshair X and the object crosshair Y. So the line is always going to point to where the crosshair is. And then I'm going to change. Now this needs to be in a so I don't need that, because all I'm doing is drawing the line, but I'll need this here. Actually, this can also go in here, because the moment this hand is in view, I'm always going to be drawing the line, unless I change weapons. And this should say, if the weapon, I need to add this in a minute, check if weapon is not grenade, grenade, and destroy myself on other weapons. So now the player moves around, he presses the left mouse button, it will generate this, the line will appear. Then if you don't need to worry about that. Write it down would actually be the power. Increase power. Left down's not even getting used now. So drawing the line, draws the line, blah blah blah. I don't need left pressed either. Right pressed will, right down will increase the power. Right pressed, again I don't need that, but then just right released is basically going to be the same as this. So right released and delete, and that is now going to be mouse global right released. Okay, so right down, right pressed, I don't need. Okay, so right released. So all this don't actually, whoops, don't actually need. So I can lose the last one of those, and that doesn't actually come into play now anyway. My power, draw a line. Okay, so who wants to see this break? Anybody, nobody. Anybody, nobody. I'm gonna break it. You watch me break it. I like breaking it. I like breaking things. But I don't really. Especially when it's my own code. Okay, so I would be saying I'm going to throw it, so there's the line that it needs to go, and then there's the power. Wonder if I could have that seems to work. Then if I change, so yes, I need to do it so that if the weapon, which one is it? Weapon 6. So if on here, oh dear me, I can't remember it is weapon using. So if weapon is using is bigger or smaller than 6, because that's the 6th of a weapon, with self instance destroy him, my robots. Okay, so if I think this might work. I have great confidence in myself. Honest. Okay, let's see. So I am throwing, bang, boom. Let's say I magically pick up another weapon. It's now the time bomb. And I can go back to the chucker. No, I picked the RPG by mistake. Where's the chucker? Don't throw a time bomb chucker. So if I put this down, it should, yeah. Okay. I think I need to have some indication of power. So I suppose that could go in here. If I was to say so I could go like draw text. Oh, color. Is it color? Can't see the required parenthesis thingies down here. Okay, so at its own x, at its own y plus 20, comma. But is it this dude that's got the power? My power, so it is that, which needs to go in here. String here, add, no, I'm doing this wrong way around, power, add string from the value of that, then C white, C white, C white, a lot of C whites, I can't even spell, and then the alphas obviously full 1 because I can have that faded if I want. Okay, so that now should say, I hope, let me see, come on, run Forest. Alright, copy that, and you'll have a nice little error because the thing doesn't exist yet. So while that doesn't exist, it's gonna error out. So I need to say if, because if instance exists, chuck a hand, because the instance doesn't exist till you left mouse, and then I'm trying to draw text at the crosshair and it hasn't got the data to display it, so this should fix it, I hope. Oh, bottom of my glass, time for another drink. Hope you're all having a relaxed weekend like I am. I'm having a nice 4-day weekend. Okay, so we have the chucker. So now we have the power. Okay, and now the power can go. Yeah, that works. Whoops. Doesn't work if I right click off the screen now. Go like, I think I also need to limit how much of a power it's got, because I would imagine, I don't know where that's just gone. Yay, it's all the way up there. Okay, see, it's one of the good things I can do with this. Let's see what happens with this one. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, come all the way back. Oh, it managed to get through the wall. Now, that's interesting. Don't know how, but managed to get through the wall. So yeah, I think, do I limit the power? Yeah, I suppose I could for now. I think I need a fresh drink. Let me check something first. I believe that's the question. Did it post? Nope. What do I know? Oh well. So I need to. I've got an issue where this auto-publishing thing isn't telling people on Twitter, which defeats the purpose, really. Suppose I could do it now. A bit delayed, but still going. I don't like it didn't automatically go to Twitter like it should have done. Not to worry. Went everywhere else. But didn't go to Twitter. Tweet tweet. Let's see what's there now. Yep, it's there now. But yay! Sure the database is running. Yes, I'm sure my database is running. Don't give me those errors. And kill. Didn't do the image. Okay, that's fine. So, what was I doing with this then? That's not any form of English I'm aware of. Close that. My Steam still downloading stuff. God me. Oh, it's only got 5 gig to go. And I should have everything. And my total downloads since 2 days has been, let me see, 749 gig. Whoopie-doo. Okay, so I need to limit if my power is greater than, let's just say, 50. Then my power equals 15, but I also want to be able to create that here. Max power. That used to be a magazine over in England. I remember that magazine. Fuck, no, it's 20. So if my power is greater than max power, then my power sticks at my max. Yeah, that's it. I know what it's talking about. So now it shouldn't go to anything beyond 20, which isn't too fast. Okay, so that being said, do I want to do it so that if the grenade, no, I want to do it so that the shrapnel, when it explodes, yeah, okay, so I will cheat and I'll do this, it's that one there. So that's a point. The shrapnel realistically can't go through a wall, because if it goes through a wall, oh, instead of destroying, I might instead of destroying, I might just have a little explosion. Why isn't the explosion sprites? Yeah, they're there. Don't know why they're not shown. Oh yeah, they're not. That's, yeah, okay. Because the first sprite's blank. That's a shame. So I think what I might do is, as the shrapnel, instead of the shrapnel destroying itself, it will change itself into the explosion. So we go instance change, I think it's instance change, and then we'll change it into object. It might be too big of an explosion, so I might need to shrink it. So it'll flash. I don't know how that will work. Well, it will work, but I don't know what it will look like. We're going to get a fresh drink. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Well, however long it takes for me to make a drink, really. Oh. Oh dear me. Right. Oh, my chair looks red in this light, isn't it pretty? Okay. me see. Okay, so it was one and it was just minimized. Let's see what it looks like. It's obviously going to explode. And it'll flash. And why didn't that? I can't remember if it's false or true. Yeah. It's going to be true. Because I need it to run through. If you look at explosion, has its code, sets its speed, and then when it gets to the animation end, it destroys. So yeah, there's a way. I can do it now. There's a way to close all these frickin' windows. But I don't have OCD. Not at all. Cheers, by the way. A little bit of Jim Beam and 7-Up. Nice to relax. Saturday evening, doing a bit of coding. Right, let's see. No. Why isn't instance change working? It used to work. Why is that not right? Object instance change. Explosion. I don't. Please tell me I don't have to do this. This used to work on 1.4. So if it's greater than 10, it should change from object shrapnel into object explosion. But I bet you it's to do with the depth. I bet it's to do with the depth. Because GMS2 uses different depth system, and if I've not set the depth in the object, the depth is 0, and yeah. Let's see. Hey, why are we going funny like that? I guess the debugger is called Igor. This just said Igor is connecting. Let's see. If this doesn't appear, it's because of the depth. It has to be. See, it's getting there. So now it's getting there. Okay, so let's stop. Let's put the explosion depth -10. Depth 0 is flat. 0 as in the floor. If it's a positive number, it's going away from you. If it's going negative, it's coming towards you. Don't know why. That's the way they code it. Let's see what happens now. If this doesn't appear, I'm stuffed. But it's not. Big explosion. Huge speed. Oh, animation and industrial instance. Image speed. And image speed is the speed it goes through sub-images, and the sub-images are there. Unless it's going really slow. Nah, that can't be the way. I'm gonna just see what happens, because I can erase all these anyway. Okay, so just to see the blue sprite, the blue thing appears, and then it's just not cycling through the animation, which it should. I don't know why it's not. That will then explode. No, it's not appearing. Why is it not appearing? I wonder. Okay, first of all, let me. Well, we know it's being created because of the other debug event. I want to see when it hits that line where the actual X and Y of the explosion is. This could be stupidly muxing around with the positions. It shouldn't be though. Pardon me. Okay, so it creates that. It's created it. It's then creating. So it is creating. It's right. Because if it wasn't creating them, I wouldn't get to the code. I'm wondering if it's creating in the top left hand corner of the screen for some obscure reason. Let me see. Just keep my eye out. Could be randomly fucking put them somewhere. Nope. It's flashing and they don't appear. Why don't they appear? That has me flummoxed. So the flash is greater than 10, it changes. just for, as they say, shits and giggles, I need an object that I can, you know, I'm just going to create a, I've got my debug stuff. Right, so debug box good. Just so I can see. Oh dear me, why did I do that? Okay, so object box good should make the shrapnel turn to this, which has no vents in it, nothing. Visible. Let me check something as well. Where's the explosions? Yeah, he is visible. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Let's see. And everyone's playing that Player Underground Battlegrounds. I really don't need any more games to play. Yeah, so it's not even changing to them. It has to be the instance change code. Instance change object form events. They don't need that with self, definitely not. So if it's equal or greater to 10, I always do that. Should go that way around. Instance change object box good, true. I think, let me just check something. I'm looking at the right way around. Yeah, negatives on top. Okay. It's very strange. Okay, that's fine. I knew it wouldn't work. I wanted to see it bombed out because so there should be instances. should be instances when I pause. Okay. Right. So let me run that in normal again. Okay. So they are replacing. So why, when I replaced it, that did it not work? Oops. Just for testing purposes, because I'm not going to touch anything, I'm not even going to open this object up. Oops, two of them go. Silly me. Okay, so there's nothing about this I'm changing. The image speed is there. When it gets to the end, let's just not destroy it. Okay. That's just really slow though. Is that because I changed that? Okay, I still don't get why all of a sudden it's working when it wasn't working before. And I haven't changed anything. Okay, let's see. Thing is though, shrapnel doesn't explode, does it? That's the only thing. Shrapnel doesn't really explode. I know it's only an effect, but shrapnel. I suppose it's that little bit of extra damage before it disappears for good. because I'm going to make it so that the shrapnel hits somebody, it's going to explode anyway. That's not too bad. I need to get rid of that. The blueness. Let's just pick. Where's it going? That one? No. Which one is erase the colour? Colour picker. Let's it brush. That brush. One of these that's an erase colour. Is it that? Colour remove. Is that? Okay, so that's removed. That really needs to be middle centre. There's no got room to change in that. So now. And again, I still don't know why it's working now and it wasn't 15 minutes ago when I haven't done anything different. And if you don't believe me, rewind the video and check it, and I've not done anything different from the beginning. Okay, so it explodes. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm wondering whether I suppose I have to copy that into hold on, that means it's going to need its own sprite. Show shrapnel, I can't spell, middle center, delete that one. Okay, and then if I give this that icon, I don't know whether I need the flash. That's the thing. I honestly don't know whether I need the flash or not. Flash is more to say I'm about to disappear. Oh, hey Steve, didn't see you come in. Let me see. The shrapnel now will look like that. Flash and then, yeah, I suppose that pulse looks okay. That's not too bad. So what I need to be doing now, do I want to be bouncing shrapnel off the walls like the grenade or object, which is there. I can just copy and paste that code, really, into the shrapnel code. It's only every step, so let's see what it looks like. That tune that's playing, wow, I'll get flagged for copyright. It's going to be copyright free zone. You probably can't hear me now. Well, when it plays back you won't be able to hear me. This is from Sonic, and Sonic is made by Sega, and that's still copyright. So I don't know what's going on here. Anyways. So that should... In fact, I might want to put that there. Let's just see if the shrapnel bounces. Should do. I hope. Which would be quite interesting, really, because it could go, yeah. And then I can also incorporate the shrapnel. If it hits an enemy, it would. Let's see. It bounces. Well, I'm not going to be able to tell, am I? Because it's right by the wall. I want one that goes close to the wall. Okay, that's cool. Bounce. Watch. Shrapnel bounces. Okay. But I also now need to be cheating a bit, and I will use the RPG code that I already did. Because if it hits an enemy, hang on, whoa, slow down, boyo. Object hit, but yeah, okay. If it hits an enemy, it will deduct the power of and if it hits it, I suppose it could just destroy. I'll probably end up tweaking all these so that it will work, not work, it will look okay. So if the shrapnel hits an enemy, it's going to deduct its strength. Wait. It should. Number 7 is power, which I don't need it to be that much, but shrapnel will only deduct like 2. Now, if you see, that's the shrapnel. Now, if the actual bomb itself hits, I could technically double. If it was 2, I could technically double it 3 times because it's a whole grenade, and rather than destroy the instance, I am then going to switch it. What have I got? Yeah, it'd be a big explosion. Have I got that already in here? I'm going to find out. I've got no explosion, so I want it to be a big explosion. So that way, if the grenade, say, hits an enemy, it'll deduct it 3 times as much as the shrapnel and then explode. If the shrapnel hits them, it'll only deduct it by 2, but then destroy itself. If it doesn't destroy itself, yeah. But I also could do this. Where's the explosions gone? No explosions! Sure. Because also while the explosion's happening, if the enemy walks into it, we need to deduct. Yeah, I'm probably causing some bugs, but hey, I don't care. Now to test this, I'm gonna have to bring the instances back in. We'll just bring the enemies in because don't need anything else. So yeah, if you've just joined or you're just watching this playback, I'm just bringing in weapons into my game. The plan is to prototype while I'm not on stream, because I'm not as a confident coder as most, and get things going, and then when I do my streams on a Friday and Saturday is what you'll see. And I'm also reducing the stream down only because I don't want to run out of stuff to not so much do, but I just need to be a bit more confident, I think. Okay, so let's see what happens. Right, so that didn't do anything, obviously. I need to get it. Okay, so it hit him, but then deducted the. I need to see if the shrapnel deducted him. His health's gone down. Yep, so the shrapnel, and it killed him. Okay, good. The shrapnel gets him. The actual device itself kills him. Just like that. Whereas now the shrapnel will kill him. Yep. Good stuff. I think I need to change, instead of having the bomb being where are we? That is to do with the time bomb. I should be able to do the same thing with that. It will only allow one to be placed, but I will let go of the mouse, so let another one be placed. I might even put the rate of fire way so high that even if someone keeps hold of the mouse, it won't screw up. Okay. I also need to change it so that his health goes down, or do I want the frost health to go down? Okay, let's see. Time bomb. There's one. Yeah, so if I keep my finger on it, that's enough time. And if I keep... Yeah, that's not too bad. I really wish I had decent graphics. I've got a friend who said he's doing the graphics for me, but his life's just so hectic at the moment. It's very much of a challenge for him to actually get stuff done. I just feel that graphics would also help me work out the direction I want to go with this game. We've got some ideas for it. Basically, he mentioned about, because of the current Well, I wouldn't say because of the current job, but it is because of the current job. He was joking about being a window cleaner that's got to escape. Because my whole premise behind this game is originally you are in a high rise, whether you're at the top that you've got to get down or whether you're at the bottom you've got to get up. I haven't decided yet, but you just got to get out. I'm trying to implement things like elevators or lifts or means of getting from top to bottom and stuff like that. But it's more, I'm just looking at that grenade there, randomly just sitting off. Basically, it means it could be a rescue a damsel in distress, it could be kill a person, I don't know yet. I'm just getting the fundamentals of the game going, so I can then decide on which way I want to go. You know, I'm totally new to this streaming lark. Game development, I've been messing around since I was 14 on a Commodore 64, but I've never really released anything. I've got some stuff on my website, stuff that I have done on Ludum Dares and stuff, but I want to actually do a game. And I do believe, you know, with graphics, and then I'm going to obviously end up needing music and stuff like that, but one day at a time. I've got a full-time job, full-time life, so this is just more hobbyish for me. Lots of tweaks, lots of bugs, I've got lots of ideas written down that I want to do, but it's just getting around to doing them. Hopefully I'll get more followers, get more input from the viewers, and it should blossom into something. Who knows? But I've gone off on a tangent now, I forgot what I was going to do. Because the shrapnel thing now works, the bounce now works. I don't get 100 of them turning up. They've got energy that will hit an enemy if an enemy is there. So my maxed out at 20, which you'll, I don't know where that went then. Wow, I just got all the way up there. So the chucker works, the time bomb works, which reminds me of the game Bomberman. Boom. Frost thrower. Do I have the frost thrower losing energy? Yeah, he has got a losing energy. I've got it set at 0.1, so it would. Let's see. It's not set at 0.1, or is I'm just deducting that off the speed. That's all I'm doing. I just realised there's a speed going back up because he's warming back up now. So suppose I could also have it coming off power as well. See, he should get faster. Come on, come follow me. Let's see, you're getting faster. Come on. Faster, 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 faster. Come on. Yay, chase me, chase me, chase me. 2.25. 2.5. Slow down. Okay, can't get me now. No. Do I have it losing energy as well? Frost thrower. Projectile. No, why am I in the sprites? I don't need to be in the sprites. I need to be in the objects. And I can hear the cicadas. What are they called? Cicadas? Cicadas? Yeah. Cicadas outside. Okay, have I hit an enemy? And then that's when I am. Yeah. I am setting the health, so why? Oh, I bet you. Because the frost thrower isn't 3, is he? the flamethrower is 3. What is it? Frost thrower is 3. Let me see. Flamethrower is 3. So the frost thrower is 4. So that is why I went and copied that over wrong. Frost thrower, so now his energy will go down and his speed will reduce. So his energy will go down the same as his speed now. Okay, so this chair is awful uncomfortable when you sit like that. I didn't want to do that. Anyways, let me see. Testing. I've still got the enemies that are on the screen. Okay, so Frost Thrower, his health. I've got all the weapons anyway. Let me just clear all these out. Go away. Okay, so Frost Thrower, so his speed and his health should go down. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. So eventually he will die. Or his speed should also go back up. Just like that. I wonder if I should have their health now. Or maybe if I've got health packs, if they pick them up as well, they could also regain their health if they just happen to walk across a health pack. But then again, we've got the health packs in for me either. But I've got unlimited health because I'm a cheat. He's just wandering around on his own over there. Ink. Why did you end up out there? You should not be out there. You definitely shouldn't be out there. That is the chucker, isn't it? So add items, weapons. The math should be exactly the same as every other. So that's a bug, I suppose. I may as well add that to my bug thingy. I have a Kanban or Trello-like thing which I keep track of all my projects, my games, not my games, my to-dos, what I want in the game and stuff like that. Let me see, projects, let me add that now. Highrise, bugs to do. What would it be? Sugar appearing outside rooms. Outside. Okay. Alright, he's in my things to do. I wonder if I've got any other major bugs. Oh, I just realised I didn't turn on everything. Let me turn on everything first. Script engine. Add instances. So I've also got to do the vertical doors. Yeah, I'll do the vertical doors. Not going to do that now though. Definitely not going to do that. Close all this though. If I don't close this, it'll reopen it when I reopen the project, which is a little annoying. Might as well close it all now. How many more? Play. Let's see. There's a lot of enemies on here. Let's try and see if my wow. Oh yeah, of course. Should be able to get through that door now. That means he's gonna come after me. Ah! Die! I don't know why I ran. I've got infinite energy. Infinite energy, infinite weapons, all for pure debugging purposes. I do like this new weapon though. Technically, oh sugar, 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 sugar. Uh-oh. What I would like to try to do is get one of them from... Ha! There's a bug. You can just walk through walls. Why was he able to walk through walls at that point? But not... Okay, get back over here. Oh, back over here. I'm gonna slow you down. And you stay there. What a way to test the bugs. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna wait for his speed and direction to start again. He doesn't want to, does he? He's gonna make a liar out of me. Bring him over here. Come on. Okay, so you stay there. See, now he's not going through the walls. Why did he go through the walls before? Now he's going to try and find his way around to come and get me, which is what he's meant to do. He's obviously still going to what he thinks I was. That was strange. It was very strange why he went through the wall to start with, but then second time around he didn't. Huh. More enemies. They potentially have a game here. You know, there's enemies, there's a player, there's weapons, there's a scoring system. It's a game. Plan is also... Let's see if this one goes through... Look! Why? Why? Why do you go through a wall? I'll have to add that as a bug. Some enemies initially can wall walk. They can walk through walls unless you've interacted with them. It's a strange bug. Okay, so yeah. I also want, I think in this game, I don't think I've got a red key yet, have I? Oh, I did. I must have picked it up. I also want in this game, when I get more graphics and whatever, maybe a means of, you know, because obviously these rooms, if this is a high-rise building, if you can envision inside the high-rise building, you've got all these separate rooms. All the rooms would have locked doors when you need security cards. I could obviously have more different types of doors, stuff like that, but then within the rooms themselves also have objects that you could examine. Desks, cupboards, so you can find things, maybe implement something that if you find, let's say, and I'll use my friend's idea of the window cleaner that I was talking about before. You find a pole and you find a squeegee, put the two of them together, you've got something you can clean your windows with. That's all potential thoughts as well, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just taking each day, seeing which way I want to go with it, see if I can get any input, feedback from other people, maybe they watch this video. Obviously welcome to put comments below. Find me on social media, contact me, let me know that way. I'm open for suggestions, I'm open for help. If you feel that you'd like to contribute towards this, you know, graphics, audio, anything, you know, if it works, it works. It might not end up getting used. I can't pay you for anything. It's all, you know, there's nothing, no money involved in it yet. It's all a hobby for me. So, you know, if you're willing to join that whole hobby rank at the moment with me, you're welcome to help. I really don't mind. You know, reach out to me. Let me know why you're reaching out to me, in the sense that don't just add me on somewhere and expect me to think, who are you? You know, send me a message first. There's links on my Twitch for Facebook. You can get to my website, you can click on the contact me and stuff like that. So yeah, reach out to me if you want to help. I'm open for help, I'm open for suggestions, I really am. All the enemies over there, and I'm way down there. I wonder what the total score I could get for all these. Good job I've got these little functions in play to be able to cheat. See, there's another one of them weapons just in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so you see, I can get down there for once. All around here. I got a bit of a sore throat. But then you don't need a throat to be able to code. My OCD is going to get the better of me that I don't have, and it's going to want me to go and unlock that door up there. So, okay. I forgot about that. Let me go up here. There's no enemies, but I just want to open all the doors. That's the point. The actual reticule has disappeared. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll have to find out why that happened. That's another bug. Ding, 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 ding. What's these things around? Whee! Any more? He's still walking around there. I can't get to him. Because he's in a section that's out of bounds. It's all no means of getting there unless I implement, rather than yeah, rather than work my code out to why it happened. I'd rather implement a weapon, technically, like let's hypothetically say, well, let's get over there just so I can give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So, alright, so I know I can't get over here because if you look, there is no entrance or exit because of the way the level generates. But I could have some weapon that would let me bore through the wall. Because all I've got to do is replace the tiles and replace the grid, collision grid, so I could just build through, and then that way that's how I get in there. So that could be a weapon, that could be, it's a cheap way of getting around it. Only because I'm not really into, I don't know the logic behind generating levels. The way I've done this, if I press F3, F4, I can't remember. F3 I think it is. Hold on a minute. That was locking up. Obviously there's a bug in there that I didn't realise. I think it's F3 to generate a new level. Hey up, Roy. You should be asleep by now. Past your bedtime. So when I'm generating the levels, I just get past this out of the way. When I press F3 for the new level, why is this going so? Okay, so it generates a new level, but it's all more if-then statements. It works out what's that room, which determines what that room is, which determines that room, and it goes across, and then when it gets to the next row, it's like, okay, I want to put a room here, but what's the one above me? Okay, I want to put one here, what's the one to the left of me, and what's the one above me? And that's how I'm generating the rooms. It's not pure randomness, but it is still random nonetheless, sort of thing. So yeah, so basically, Roy, just, you know, like I say, you've just joined. I've decided to cut my streams down, so it's between 7:30 and 9:30 Eastern, and it's 9:15 now. So just cut them down to 2 hours, only on a Friday and a Saturday. I managed to get my chucker working inside the actual game now. I've changed it so that when you choose the chucker, the lines there, which I probably end up getting rid of, and obviously the power, and then when you send it over there, the timer's still there, still counts down, explodes, flashes, and off it goes. But I've now got it so that it bounces, and the shrapnel itself bounces, which I'm pleasantly pleased with. I've changed the timed bomb so that you can't keep putting them down, because it ended up looking like Bomberman World, where you could have a line of them and running along. The frost thrower now, whoops, good job I've got that question and answer thing in play, or I'd never get through any of the doors. Right, where am I? I am there, so I need to get just to show you over here. I don't know the answers to these questions either. I'm just picking the green one because I've got it configured so that I can see the green one. Oh, nice. Durex condoms. So the frost thrower now, you can see there it's got my speed and you've got the health. So now not only does the speed go down to 0, his health goes down. Oh, went back up to 2 rather quickly. Slow down. While his health speed's at 0, he won't chase me because he's frozen. Speed 0 and the health goes down, so the frost thrower freezes them and then eventually kills them. But I was just saying about half hour ago, I've got a bug now that if there's an enemy to the other side of the wall, I don't know why, if I go in his zone, he goes right through the wall and comes after me. Or, yep, see, and I don't know why. I've added that to my bugs to-do list. Got no keys whatsoever. Why have I not got any keys? They're all around. There's a green one, there's a red one. I don't know. I'm still a bit miffed as to why when I pressed F3 the generation of the level went like really slow. It's not in debug mode. It doesn't normally go that slow. And it only seems to be since I've introduced that chuck out object. Yeah, it is, Roy. I'm pleasantly pleased with it. I just don't want to be constantly working on the weapons. I'm still waiting on that other guy to come back to me with some graphics, because I really want to get some graphics in play, so it's just aesthetically pleasing as well. So, you know, fingers crossed, he should be able to get something going, but life's just getting in the way with him at the moment. So, yeah, I'm pleased with it. The bomb will now, if that grenade, call it, hits the enemy, it deducts energy from them, and if the shrapnel hits the energy, it deducts energy from them. Because if I manage to get one close to him, oh, I went and blew him up by mistake. Okay, so there's one there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. But the moment I go to that door, he's going to come after me, and you would. Stop following me. Okay, so should be able to get to him. Now the shrapnel will take his health off, watch. See, it only went down a couple because it's only the shrapnel. Whereas the whole grenade will actually kill him, because if I threw a grenade at you, it would kill you if it exploded right in your face. So, yeah, I'm pleasantly pleased with it. I've just got to keep looking at the to-do stuff so I can determine what I want to work on next. Turks, hair, granny and bar, they are hats? Nope. They're not. I didn't know that. I could also work on my other means of... See, when you get to a door like this, it's going to not just be a question and answer thing that pops up, because that's more for just the ideas at the moment. The other things, I don't know whether I'm going to do them or not, but it's going to be a spot the difference. I've got to be careful that I don't want it to turn into too gimmicky. So spot the difference was going to be one of them, the question and answers which you can already see, and then maybe one that's like, if you remember them puzzles when we were younger, where you'd have like a grid of 4x4 with a space, then you have numbers 1 through 15, and then they would rearrange, and then you'd have to get them all in the same order. Well, not the same order, back to the correct order, and then that would let you through the door. So again, it's just ideas. A green key. Oh my god, I'm down there. So we go which way? Up that way. Again, I can cheat because I'm writing the code. This way? Where am I? No, it's this way. See, I'm just here. Whoops, going the wrong way. Now watch him go through the wall. Look, I don't know why that does that. I really don't. I'm gonna have to find out, obviously. All the weapons basically do what they say on the tin. They blow people up. Oops. Did I just press F3? Yeah, I just pressed F3. That's why it's decided to go not throw up. And you go, just generated a new level. I don't know why it took its time this time round, but that's a now nice new level. So, and it's drawn the scores. There's a bug. It's kept the old score. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh, I don't know. Ignore me. So I need to turn that off. You just silly. See, that's a bug as well. It's bugged. Buggy. I'll have to change that. Some of them stay inside, some of them don't. Yeah. But I have a plethora of things. That's a big word for 9:25 at night for me, but I have a plethora of things in the to-do list. The ideas I want in the game, for example, I'll read some of them off. Obviously enemies possibly shooting back. I also need to add a subtask on here. Hold on. Random, what would they be? Not unharmable. Just random NPCs that do no harm. Okay, so that's in there. So enemy shooting back. I don't know whether I'm going to have mana type thing, health, lives. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to make potions. I just don't know which way that's going to go. Multiple players, minimap, screen shake, various things like the enemies bounce back when you hit them, control to walk quicker, player bounces back when you shoot. I was also thinking about the rotating of the view, because you've obviously got the different control mechanism, but I also, yeah, okay, I forgot about that. I'm sure I had some key. Yay, just crashed it. I had some key that rotated the screen. I'm sure I had that configured in here. Beyond the engine. I don't know. That's no high priority. Yeah, that's the thing. When you said about the RPG elements could be good and the whole can of worms. Yeah, I don't want to get too complicated too soon. I the puzzles though, the way I get where you come from, but the reason the puzzles are in play is because the keys and the doors are all purely random. So if you get to a yellow door before you've got to a yellow key, you can't get through. So that's where the puzzle things came in. Otherwise I'm gonna have to try and find a way so that, you know, the keys are always before the doors, or the player just gets a key, or I don't know. That's why the mini games are there, because I don't want someone getting to a door without the key, because you could be stuck in a zone with all doors around you and no means to get through. Because even if it ended up doing some like lock picking type thing, it's still a mini game. Well, we'll see. What other ideas have I got on here? Summary. Go back to my board. Going slow. The weapons, the only real two weapons that I've got to work on now, because I've done the remote bombs, the spanner, grenades, chuckable, BFG, and a crossbow. I'm thinking about doing them. I don't know. I've started working on the lighting effects, so I know that will work. Again, things a player can do in the game: lockpick and collect parts, puzzle types, question and answers, spot the difference, number puzzles, slide and tile puzzles, in-game items, crates, medikits. I've got to put that in as well. Enemy weapons. I'm thinking of enemy weapons more of turrets, fixed turrets that you probably have to disable, maybe remotely, maybe not. Ammunition, I've got things like slow and sleep, returning, poisoned, penetration, paralysis, frost, frenzy, which causes them to go the opposite direction, flame, explode, and confusion. Then I've got all my audio ideas. Heads up display, is that going to be over the top? Is it going to be pulled up a bit like a Pip-Boy? You know, there's lots of things. But yeah, it's like you say there, it's an alternative entry. It's not, it's just laziness for me, really. So it's all good. But yeah, the more I'm looking at my to-do list, I'm also going to need sound effects. I was also thinking, when I have the lighting effect, I could even have it so that the let me see if I can, which one was it, I can't remember. I think it was 2. I don't know my own code, that's a scary thing. Yeah, that's quite a good idea. That some of the rooms auto lock until you clear the enemies. Yeah, because there could be somebody inside who doesn't want to get out because there's enemies outside. But yeah, one of the things I was wanting to do or thinking about doing, as you can see, this flashlight effect, there could be a point where the means of not being seen, because I'd have to maybe reduce the radius of the detectors, because you can just see the red in the beam, so that if you're on a flashlight, if you're not looking at the dude, he can't see you. You might be able to do it so that I can go to a section of the level and the power is there, and I put the power off, everything goes dark, I've got my flashlight, but then the computer players will try and make their way back to the power generator to get the power back on so that they can see again. I honestly don't know. With them working on this on my own, I just don't know which direction I want to go. That's why I'm trying to get this streaming going, get a bit of feedback from people, get a bit of involvement from people, and things like that. So we'll have to see. But let me just cheat again, and I'm going to copy and paste what you just typed into my ideas that I want. Which one would that fall under? I suppose that will go into that. Ideas are one in the game. Add a subtask. No, it's not subtask, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's put that in down there. Okay. So there's your idea gone into the to-do list. So yeah, that's basically the way this is sort of progressing at the moment, or or not, as the case may be. So the dude is over there, so I can still throw that over there. And is he down there? Yeah, he's there. He's coming after me. Couldn't see him because it was in the dark. So I like the flashlight effect. I didn't see you though. Go away, die! So yeah, anyways, feel like I said, I only want to run this from 7:30 to 9:30. It's now 9:30, so I'm going to wind this down and go. It's getting close to me taking the dog out for a walk anyway, so I'll call it a night. And obviously anybody who's going to be watching this on the after show, if you like, on YouTube and you see it, hopefully I'll be back online next Friday, 7:30 to 9:30 again. You're welcome to join me then. And you know, give me some input, give me some feedback, give me some ideas, and all that good stuff, basically. So